Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm not messing with the definitions anymore. Computer crashed already 2 times because of the resolution or whatever. But it is what it is. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. So, unfortunately, for whatever reason, the resolution is not working. You know, I can't get more than 360, man. But I believe that's something general, because I know there are a couple of YouTubers, you know, that sometimes, like Crypto Kirby, you know, sometimes he has his video with reduced quality as well, for whatever reason. So I don't get it. I don't understand why, but it is what it is. So, like I said in my videos before, so it's almost 15 minutes for the stock market to open up, and I strongly believe that that Bitcoin is going to dump. I think today, I could be wrong about that. I said I was expecting it for the dump today, but I could be wrong, and I have no problem with it, because yeah, Coinbase chart is just too messy. You can't figure out anything from it. But so basically, my reasoning, once again, and I'm sorry for repeating myself, I had to restart the stream for a couple of times already, and the reason for that is because of this pattern, right? We had the pump on the 7th of June. We made this peak here when it went down, up, down, up, down, up. We had another peak, down, up, down. We had this massive pump to 9,904. We had that dump that went to So we had a dump that went to around 9,554. Then we came back. Then we dumped. We pumped a little bit again. We dumped. We pumped. We dumped. And the OBV right now is actually quite strong. You know, I don't know. I don't know if this is the last try. You know, but. I'm telling you guys, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, but this will dump. And according to the cycles, this is the cycle that we are currently on, and this is the last cycle before we were. So it started June 2nd, and it ended and started this one at June. So it from the 2nd to 7th, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, 5 days. 5 days. Then before that we had this one. We had this cycle here. I'm going to remove it so people actually can see it. So basically this cycle started here. So it started from May 26th and lasted until June 4th, so it was a long cycle. This last one started at day 2 and ended on day 7, so 5 days. So this one started day 7th of June, and right now we're at day 10, 8, 9, 10, 3 days. Well, maybe it's not over yet, so it depends. It goes from 5 to 7, you know. So it could not be over yet. But the cycle looks pretty much complete, unless we still have to go through the other fibs. I could be wrong, but that's at least that's what I believe. Let's go on the 50. You know, you can see it on the 5 minutes already. So we're already at this fib, right? That's where we are right now. Remember, this all started here, and we are here. So there's not much more, although we can still move on, you know. There's another fib, and here is another one, so it could extend itself, you know, for about 1 or 2 days more, I guess. But I don't know, maybe this is it, maybe this is the time, because nobody, the bottom line is nobody can predict anything in Bitcoin, because I said this before, I don't believe people can actually manipulate Bitcoin. You can only, you know, give it a little boost with the bump, with the buys and the sell orders, but basically it will do whatever it wants. That's my 50 cents on it. So it looks like it's not ready yet. We're still making higher highs, so we actually have to wait for higher lows. I don't know at what cycle it will kick in. So the higher lows, let's see where they started here. Let me remove all this noise and this one as well. So let's see where the higher lows. It started from in the beginning, so we made this high, lower high, lower high. So higher high, lower higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we had the pump. We had a higher high, lower low, lower high, and higher low, and that made this pump here happen. So then after that we had higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then we had the pump, higher high, lower low, lower high, higher low. Then we had the pump, this pump here. Actually, we had two pumps. So we had this pump, we had the dump, the pump, the dump, pump, dump, pump, dump. So we're now making lower highs, higher lows, higher lows, higher highs. So let's see if there is any pattern on it. So it started at midnight. Let's see at midnight. Yeah, midnight, I guess, or midday at midday. So let's see here what happened here last day. I guess it wasn't the same pattern. Higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So that was not it. So it fluctuates, of course. It wouldn't make any other sense if it would be predictable. So that's the situation we're on right now. But I firmly believe that we will dump soon. And if it goes with coincidence with the stock market, oh damn, it will be something if it coincides with the stock market dump. But it might not happen, and Bitcoin might not even dump today, but it might not even dump tomorrow. But believe me, it will dump, because like I said, it's all part of the cycle, you know. When the cycle is almost complete, and it looks like it, although once again this, you know, it could still go higher, you know, even according to the fib channels, you know. We still could go higher, man. We still could go. Let's check out the fib channels that we still have available here. So we're currently at this one. We still could extend it to this one another day. It must be a day, right? 10th, 11th, yeah. And here another day, and here about half a day, I guess, and a quarter of a day, I guess. So it could extend to 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Who knows? So but it just looks so ready, man. But once again, I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong on the day. I could be wrong today, tomorrow, after tomorrow. But the bottom line is, I will not be wrong. Is that there will be a dump because of the cycles that I'm talking about. This was the previous cycle. Started here and ended here. And this was the previous to that. Started here or started even way back, but let's give this as a reference. Started here, pumped big time, and dumped in the matter of, I guess, 3 days. 30th, and the pattern was complete on the 2nd. So on the 30th, so it only took or the 30th, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, right? From the 30th to the 2nd. 3 days that cycle took. So this one was 3 days, this one was 5. This could be done already, you know, I don't know. This one here, the last cycle, it started to dump when it hit the blue ring, so it means it would be, in this case, it would be this one. Let me get in closer. So it started to dump here. That would equal to this, but this found the other high or the last high in here, so who knows, man. But I believe this is so ready of completion, you know, according to the fib channels, the fib circles. It's so near the end. I believe I could be wrong once again, but yeah. So it's already the 3rd or the 4th video that I'm making about this. So like it is not ready. I don't know if I'm streaming again. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. So this is what's going on right now. There's a little pump going on, but it looks like the OBV is starting to get exhausted. The OBV, it's basically on-balance divergence or on-balance volume. So basically this oscillator signals you when this yellow line is going up, it's going to pump. That's what happening here. You can correlate the volume with the price action, you know. So we can see here it went up. The price went up, and so did this, you know, this. Then there was this dip here. The OBV went with it. It went to this pump. Started to add volume. Then it dumped, went low, and now that's where we at. So there is a little bit of volume. It's already starting to increase a little bit, but you know, I don't know. We will see what happened. We just entered this new fib channel here. I don't know what it means. I don't know if this signals the pump. So the pump actually started to happen before the fib channel. I don't know if this will be the continuation. But we will see. No, because the thing is, there is still another thing that we have to take into consideration. This is strong strong resistance here. You know, once it dropped below, it find it very hard to get out from here again. So I don't know if it will, because it had since last night, since 4:30 yesterday, it wasn't able to go back to it. So this is strong resistance, like we were seeing here. It tried, it failed, it tried, it failed. It might go to try again, but like I said, this looks like a strong resistance, and if he's not able to break it, to breach it, there's only one way to go: down or sideways. It can continue to go sideways here. Instead of dumping, it will continue to go until it finds another fib circle, which may make it to go down or up, you know, because like I said, you know, this is ruled by support and resistance. You know, these are basically the things that are making the rules. You know, like I said before, I don't believe that anyone can actually manipulate. You can give it fuel, you can give it a cookie with buy and sell orders. That's all you can do to make it go faster. But besides that, I don't believe there is a chance that Bitcoin will not do what it needs to do. I don't believe that anyone can do that. Many people believe that there are actually bots trading back and forward. But if you track the ticker like I did last 2 or 3 days, you know, this thing is intelligent, man. It's not a bot, because a bot needs to be programmed, and it's very primer. You know, it only executes program stuff, and the ticker, as I have watched it, it takes a look at things. It decides if he wants to go one way or the other, if he wants to dump or not. That's why we see rejections in wicks. When you see wicks from the upside and the downside, that means rejection. Maybe it hit a support, maybe it hit a resistance, and sometimes maybe it doesn't want to dump and wants to go another way. You know, who knows? But it shows some kind of intelligence. For how incredible it might seem, you know, it's not a bot, because for a bot it has too many variables, man. It's too intelligent. It's making too many decisions to be a bot, because a bot can't make decisions. You have to program these decisions. You can't do it on your own. I don't believe anybody can do that. You know, I don't believe it's possible. So this reminds me of Pac-Man, you know, or a lab rat, or octopus trying to escape. I believe that's what Bitcoin is doing. He's always escaping support and resistances. Always. He's always moving forward. So he knows it's. I don't know if this is AI. I don't know if this is related to Bitcoin, because we have to understand this is just a ticker, you know, and this just does what the rest of the market does. But it's different, because I have been watching the other markets as well, and the Bitcoin price is more articulate, man. It sounds smart. It looks smart. It does smart things. The other markets, you know, they're just going up and down with no real personality, and this ticker really has a lot of personality, man. If you start to watch it like I have been watching in the 1 minute, the best thing you can do if you're into charting and if you like technical analysis, it's great. If you don't like it, it's boring. But I was talking about support, but but this is more important. This one is really the bad one, the support level here. So if you like charting and if you like technical analysis, yeah, if you do that, you will start to understand that there are patterns, that there is some science in all this. I know it was made to pump and dump, to go up and down, because that's what it does. That's the life cycle of this, is to go up and down, is to pump and dump, dump and pump. That's what it meant. That's what it was meant to do. But that's just what it is. So we're having a bump again. We're having a bump again. I guess we just have to wait and see what happens. This has been a very strong support since it broke it down, since it broke it to the downside. So okay guys, I will be back later. I don't know if anyone is actually watching, but not that it does matter. I'm the coin and I'm out.